Well, since we're on the topic, we're going to talk explicitly about Dak the Hill Squad because I've just read it. I'm very excited, and I want to
Great.
discuss that series with you. But let's just talk briefly about Shadowshaper since we're kind of in that territory
Yeah, for
already.
sure.
If you give us the audience kind of an overview of the series and what they can look forward for the uninitiated who, for some
Yeah.
reason, waited to get involved.
Yeah, the Shadowshaper Cypher, it focuses on Sierra Santiago, who's a 16-year-old girl in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, in the midst of gentrification and all the other things happening in Brooklyn right now, who's a mural artist, and finds out she's part of this spiritual legacy called Shadowshaping that has essentially been denied to her by her kind of patriarchal grandfather, who was in charge of the old school crew of Shadowshapers. And shadow shaping basically means that you can bring spirits and put them into a work of art that they then kind of imbue with their spirit, and then the art itself goes and whoops bad guys' butts on your behalf, basically. So she ends up initiating her whole crew as the new generation of shadow shapers, and the series follows all those friends and her family members as they go through different adventures and essentially fight for their legacy to survive, because of course there's some nefarious other kinds of magic at play in Brooklyn that they have to fight off in order to get through. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what it comes down to. So, and real quick, the Shadow Shaper is the first book. There's two novellas that a lot of people actually don't know about. A novella, of course, is like a shorter novel, 100 pages, that you can get on ebook only. One is they come in between books 1 and 2. So Ghost Girl in the Corner follows T and Izzy, two of Sierra's really good friends, through a kind of a cold case murder mystery that they get involved with. And then Deadlight March is about her brother Juan and some of his stuff because he's in a band, and her and a couple other characters. And they lead up to book 2, Shadow House Fall. And then the third and final book comes out January 1st. It's called Shadowshaper Legacy.
Can you give us a little tease of what we can look forward to?
It is definitely a finale. It's a grand finale. All the elements that have been building throughout the series really do come to a head, and Sierra really has to step forward into her legacy on a whole other level, which includes reaching backwards. So it actually, what was really the most fun part about that book in writing it, the whole book is really fun, but writing it, there's a lot of sections that are actually Shadowshaper lore. And so it gets into the history of where shadow shaping came from and its roots and the whole shebang, which was really fun. So it was really tying together the past and the present in a whole new way.
So, I wanted to ask you about those novellas. What's the challenge of writing novellas that are obviously connected to the larger whole? But I'm assuming part of the reason you want to do that is so you can explore these characters in more
Exactly.
depth than you have time within the main story. Do you have plans for more novellas after the fact, or?
You never know. Not active plans, no. Because with book 3, it really just ties it up so nicely that it's almost like, certainly some could come out, but I have no plans for any. But you're right, it is really fun. The other thing about book 3 is that's the first full-length novel where we get into different points of view characters. Up to that point, it's always been Sierra for the first 2 novels. But now we explore what's going on with T, what's going on with her brother Juan, and we follow some of their threads throughout the novel. So that kind of gives us a chance to check in with different parts of the shadow shaping world.